You all need to get ready for the move BTC and Jasmy coin is about to make. This is my new buy limit order on Jasmy coin, and also this is my new buy limit order on BTC. So fingers crossed, we're going to be discussing the invalidation and validation of both this BTC buy setup and this Jasmy coin buy setup. And if you're paying attention, the entire cryptocurrency market is still in an extreme fear territory, indicating 15% extreme fear. Yesterday was 20% extreme fear. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about the BTC liquidation heat map, the 24-hour time frame, and also on the 6 hours time frame. If you're paying attention, Jasmy is still obviously in a ranging phase after a massive shoot from here. We are now inside a ranging territory. So a breakout to the upside or to the downside of this ranging phase will determine the next price direction for Jasmy coin. So I won't be surprised if Jasmy trade higher into the zone around 0.0075 territory before getting a correction from there. And if we're not getting a correction, if the price is continuing to the upside, the moment you are seeing Jasmy flipping this territory, this range high, which is the previous resistance of the range, into a support, then it's an indication that we are about to invalidate this buy limit setup. The moment this is happening, the moment we are flipping this TP for this buy limit setup into a support, then it's an automatic invalidation of this my buy limit order on Jasmy coin. So fingers crossed, let's see how it goes. If you're here to like this Jasmy video, don't forget to smash the like button, destroy the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now I think a validation of this our buy limit order would be we breaking down from this ranging phase. The moment you're seeing Jasmy lose this ranging phase, trade into this territory, trade into this territory, retest this ranging phase, retest the previous support level of the range as a resistance, then it's an indication that we are about to drop further. That is when this our buy limit order will get triggered and we should expect a price push to the upside on Jasmy coin. Same thing with BTC as well. So fingers crossed. BTC is currently trading around $87,582. Likewise to Jasmy coin. Jasmy coin is currently in an uptrend as well, trading around 0.00744 zone. So let's see how it goes. Fingers crossed. But very, very soon, one of the above should happen. Either an invalidation to the TP around 0.0078 or a validation to this our entry zone around 0.0069 level. So whichever comes first, I'm ready. If you're paying attention to the 24-hour time frame liquidation heat map for BTC, we have liquidity around 85K and also 88K for BTC. And if you're going back to the BTC chart we just talked about, we are ranging between those two liquidation zones. So fingers crossed, Jasmy coin is also ranging between two massive liquidation zone as well. If we are going to the 6-month time frame, I think we're among the very first people that brought the 6-month time frame liquidation heat map for BTC to the public attention. And then BTC was still trading above the 100K level, and I specifically brought you guys attention to the liquidity around the 84K, 80K level that we should get ready and pay attention. So like successfully cleared all the liquidity there, and if the whale should drop the BTC price further, it is just an obvious manipulation to scare out the paper hands, the weak hands, because we don't have any other liquidity to the downside. As a matter of fact, where we have the stockpiled liquidity now is to the upside, which is from the previous all-time high all the way to $140,000 for BTC. So fingers crossed, let's see how it goes. And let's talk about the the orders chart and also the quantitative easing, quantitative tightening to actually know when the market is going to bottom. Like this video if you haven't already, smash the like button. This chart have been able to successfully time some of the major market cycle top, bottom and crash in the financial market. Now this chart was created by Samuel Benner. I believe some of you have seen this chart already. You've come across this chart. The creator of this chart was called Samuel Benner, who was a farmer from the 1870s. He wanted to understand how market cycle worked, and in 1875 he published a book forecasting business and commodity prices. He identified years of panic and also years of good time, years of hard time. According to this Benner cycle chart, he's predicting that the market cycle top should come into play in 2026. Now, if this is happening, and also considering quantitative tightening is coming to an end December this year, 2025, because the last time quantitative tightening came to an end August 1st, 2019, the altcoin market exploded. The chart I'm currently on is the orders against the BTC pair chart on the monthly time frame, and the blue line you're currently seeing is the third balance sheet, and also the indicator, the red and blue indicators you're seeing is the period of quantitative tightening and quantitative easing. Now, for those that don't know what the quantitative tightening period is, so the quantitative tightening period is a period when liquidity is being sucked aggressively from the market in tens and hundreds of billions of dollars. And the quantitative easing period, which is the blue period you're seeing right here, is the period when liquidity is being injected aggressively into the financial market. That is when financial market explode. And if you're paying attention, the altcoin market literally went wide, literally shot to the moon the moment quantitative easing began. You get the quantitative easing phase is the phase where the Federal Reserve turn on the money printers, and this is the phase where interest rate is very, very low, you understand, reduced to almost nothing. You get, so if you're paying attention, the current quantitative tightening phase we are in began in the last bear market, which was June 1st, 2022, and is still currently ongoing. As a matter of fact, this has been the longest quantitative tightening so far for the entire cryptocurrency market, because this current quantitative tightening phase, which began in June 1st, 2022 bear market and has lasted for more than 3 years. The last quantitative tightening the altcoin experience happened between October 1st, 2017 all the way to August 1st, 2019, and it lasted for less than 2 years, you understand? So if you ask me, the current quantitative tightening has more than doubled the previous quantitative tightening, and the last time this quantitative tightening came to an end, the altcoin market exploded in price to the upside. So if the quantitative tightening is coming to an end once again in December this year, 2025, then we should be expecting the altcoin market to explode into Q1 2026. And if that is happening, that is to say the Benner chart is once again calling the market cycle top precisely. The altcoin market, as you guys already know, has been in a downtrend since the last market cycle, since 2022 bear market. That is to say, BTC has been the only asset in the entire crypto space that have been going against the quantitative tightening. And I believe it as a result of the, the BTC ETF that came into play in this market cycle. That was what saved BTC from this calamity altcoins are currently facing and currently going through. So if you're considering the prediction from the Benner chart and also considering the historic price movement and pattern of when quantitative tightening comes to an end, it is signaling that altcoins are likely to bottom this Q4 2025 and then rally into 2026. Now, if you are also considering the BTC dominance chart, you will notice every cycle, the BTC dominance usually dumps aggressively, sending altcoin market to the moon, sending our altcoin back to the Mars. Like, this is the phase where life-changing profits are made. But that hasn't happened in this market cycle. It hasn't happened. We've waited for the BTC dominance to correct. It hasn't corrected. If you're paying attention, the exact pattern that happened in 2017 market cycle happened in 2021. And when that happened, altcoin market exploded. So the moment you start seeing the BTC dominance crashed aggressively and you see BTC price either consolidating or pumping little gradually to the upside, then altcoin market is going to explode. Now, to be on the safer side, it will be best for you to take massive profit the moment the BTC dominance chart drops to the 45, 44, 40% level in order to be on the safer side.